And welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. I'm Terry, Nick beside me, Melissa down below. Vito should be joining us shortly. And we have a Saturday slate. I guess I'll start off with I've seen better slates than tonight's. I'll be honest.
Real positive to start it off.
I've seen some better slates, but I think there's some spots here where we can make some money. So we have 8 games, so we'll just jump right in the first one. The Ducks are in New Jersey. Minus 110 for the Ducks, minus 160 for New Jersey, a total of 6 in this game. I'll bring up the stats here. Anaheim 2-5 in their last 7 games. New Jersey 2-3 in their last 5. Anaheim 3 overs, 4 under. New Jersey 1 over, 3 under. Both teams gone overtime once. New Jersey's home record is not correct there. It's not 13-4-3. It's probably 13-14-3. I apologize. Anaheim 11-13-5 on the road. New Jersey 3-2 in the last 5 games at home versus Anaheim. 10 of the last 11 meetings have gone under 5.5. Only 1 of the meetings has gone over. Goals for, pretty even. Goals against, edge here for the Devils. Penalty kill, edge for the Devils. Power play, pretty even, but Anaheim does have the number 1 power play on the road. Stolar is confirmed. Nico Doss projected here. I am going on the under. I'm going to go with the past history, and I took the under 6 at plus 105. Am I asking for pain? I don't know. We'll see. I could see this game surprising like the Wild game did yesterday, where people expect the over and then somehow it stays under. So I'm going with the under. I also have Devils in my parlay. I have a 4-game parlay. Devils money line is my first game. I think the Devils get a win, maybe 3-1 here. Maybe 4-1, maybe 4-2. Maybe it's a push. Nick, Ducks and Devils, what do you think here?
Yeah, one thing we have seen from the Ducks is they've been giving up goals lately, and this is a team though that, looking at their expected numbers, looking at the advanced analytics, their game should be going more under as of late. And similar to New Jersey, 3 of the 4 have gone under. So actually, I would lean towards a full game under in this game. One thing I'm not trusting though is this Ducks defense and goaltending right now. I believe Stolarz is going to be in net tonight, which hasn't been great. And the Devils have been really good at putting up goals. So the way I targeted this game, I'm taking the money line completely out of it. I'm on the team total over for the Devils, 3.5 at plus 105. I think they put up at least 4 goals in this game. I can see a 4-1 type of game here for this matchup. But if I had to go to a full game total, it'd be an under. But I like the Devils to put up goals in this game. I don't trust the Ducks to slow them down, who are going to be without a few decent-sized pieces. Though I believe Zegras is still out for Anaheim as well.
I think he was just confirmed.
Oh, he's just confirmed in there. I'm seeing it now. No Lindstrom, Steele, Getzlaff, Silverberg, Manson. So they're still without a lot of players. So there you go, Detroit Lenny. There's your first play of the day. You'll take the Devils team total under if you want to fade me all day. I have no problem with you doing that. All right. That's just it for me to team total over with the Devils.
All right. Before we get to Melissa, Detroit Lenny, stop it. It's my job to disagree with Nick. Nobody else is allowed to disagree with Nick. It's my job. So come on now. Melissa, what do you think here, Ducks and Devils?
Yeah, I'm actually similar thought process as Nick today, which we'll see how this goes to start off. I love the Devils tonight, especially. I love these teams that have been on winning streaks and then do go on a loss. I love backing them, especially with the Devils being at home. Terry, I think you were riding a lot with the Devils in first period too. So I'm not sure if you're looking at that. They had been kind of a first period offensively team as well. So I know that's a great look. But just kind of a trend that I found pulling up in regards to the Devils playing at home. When they are playing teams that are on these losing streaks that do come into play them, they have covered the puck line in their last 7 games at home. So I love to fade these teams, especially the Vegas Knights. I've been fading them on their road trip. I'm doing the same for the Ducks here. I love the Devils. I love them in regulation. I love the sprinkle on the puck line. And I also love the team total 3.5 at even money right now. So 3 bets for me on the Devils. I'll take a 4-1 finish.
Awesome. Yeah, I that's what I like. I could definitely see a 4-1. I have the Devils in my parlay, but minus 160. I just had to stay off. Except for the
I don't like laying the juice on the full money line here, so I'm going the regulation, and then also just I like to throw a little half unit on the puck line as well when I think these teams are going to just crush each other. But yeah, the Ducks really they haven't been good on this road trip, and I think that it's just one of those situations where you'd rather just back a team that is showing consistency versus a team that keeps getting defeated. Kind of like what Nick said, the goaltending has been atrocious.
Yeah, I think home ice will have a factor as well there. We'll go into the second game here. The Arizona Coyotes, the wagon, plus 275 is in Boston, minus 350, a total of 6 in this game. Arizona, 5-1 in their last 6 games, 4 over, 2 under. Boston, 8-1-1 in their last 10, 5 over, 1 under. 4 out of 10 of Boston's last 10 have gone to overtime. The Devils, the Yotes, 9-15-3 on the road now. Their road record is getting better. Boston, 17-10-2 at home. The Bruins have won 7 straight against the Coyotes in Boston. 2 over, 3 under, 2 landed on 6. Goals for, advantage for the Bruins. Goals against, advantage for the Bruins. Power play, penalty kill, advantage for the Bruins. But those are season-long stats. This Yotes team is playing really good right now. Boston, in the 7 games they have won against the Yotes, they won by 3 or more in 4 of the 7 games. So they have absolutely smacked the Yotes. But in the Yotes' last 11 games, they have not lost by more than 3. Or they've not lost by more than 2. So they have been keeping games close even when they do lose. This one I went back and forth with here, and then I found the draw at plus 425. That's pretty high for a draw. These two teams are playing pretty good right now. I could see a 2-2 game going to overtime. I could see a close game here, and I could see overtime here. So plus 425, I had to put a quarter unit on the draw and see if we can get some OT. Nick, Coyotes and Bruins, what do you think here?
Yeah, let's ride the wagon. It is the Arizona Coyotes right now. All of a sudden, they've won 4 of their last 5 games. They're scoring goals in bunches. They put up, 5 goals against Toronto, 9 against Detroit. They've been playing actually really well lately. And I jumped on them here. Straight up Arizona money line plus 305. I think this is a team that is playing better, and the market's just not adjusting to it. Plain and simple. They shouldn't be a minus 305 or plus 305 versus the Boston Bruins today. So I'm going to ride with them here. If you're looking for props, I won't talk you off of Clayton Keller and Nick Schmaltz are 2 that I would look at. But yeah, I love the Coyotes in this spot here, taking them straight up on the money line at plus 305.
Detroit Lenny, you got to admit that the Yotes are playing pretty good right now. I don't want to admit it either, but Melissa, Yotes and Bruins, what do you think here?
Here's my opinion about the Yotes, and I don't have anything in this game. So I haven't jumped on the Yotes bandwagon, so I have not been the person who's been making a ton of money recently off of this underdog team. So props to everybody who has jumped on it. And honestly, I think it's too late for me to jump on the Yotes bandwagon, so I'm just going to not play this game. But when I look at the Yotes, and Nick, you talked about how they are scoring goals. I get it, but look at who they are playing against. They're playing against these goalies that have been horrific. You got Toronto, you got who else did they just beat? Detroit. You got all these teams that are just
Colorado. They knocked off Colorado.
Yeah, but they only scored 2 goals, and that was probably their first best goalie that they've faced. Tonight we have Swayman, who some people are saying, he's rookie of the year candidate, which Terry would strongly disagree with because I know
obviously Trevor Zegras. Come on,
he wants Boldy. But I think that Swayman's going to be the first guy to test this Yotes team tonight, and we're going to see, can they get the over 2.5 that I think a lot of people have been crushing because we're getting that at a decent price. I don't know. For me, it's just going to be a stay off situation, but I think that the Bruins are going to be the first team that can actually test them to see if they can score.
Yeah, that's why I would also lean towards an under in this game as well. I think that Vejmelka and Swayman are going to give us a good goaltending matchup here.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Nick. I like the under too. Vejmelka, we've seen what he can do if he's on his game. It could be that's why I like the draw. I'm just hoping for one of Vejmelka's games where he comes to play.
Plus, you can get plus money for team total under 3.5 with the Bruins at plus 120. I think that's a decent look as well.
That scares me.
It does.
We'll jump into
the Bruins have been scoring a little bit more recently. That game, I'm just laying off of it. There's too many other things on the board. But if you have been back into Yotes, 100%, you should still keep riding them out,
Next, we have this game. Chicago is in Ottawa. Minus 110 each way. A total of 5.5 in this game. The Hawks 3-4 in their last 7 overs, 1 under in their last 8 games. Ottawa 2-5 in their last 7, 4 over, 4 under. When Chicago goes to Ottawa, they are 5-0-1 in their last 6. 5 games went over, 2 under. 4 out of 6 went to overtime. So for some reason, when these two teams face each other, it's a high-scoring game that Chicago wins in overtime. Goals for, even here. Goals against, advantage for the Sens. Power play, advantage for the Hawks. Penalty kill, advantage for the Sens. Forsberg versus Fleury in this game. This is a pass. I am passing. Nothing I like in this. Nick, Hawks and Sens, what do you think here?
Yeah, we get Terry and Melissa's Blackhawks in this game. Should be a fun one here. I knew that was going to just tick you guys off. I just had to mention something there. But yeah, I got to nothing in this game. I was leaning under in this spot, if anything. Both these teams, when we look at their numbers, this was a 6 last night, if I'm not mistaken. When I was first doing my numbers, this was a 6, and I was leaning under. And now it's a 5.5. I don't know if I would look towards an under at a 5.5 at all. So this one ended up being a pass for me, but a lean towards an under.
All right. Vito, welcome on in. We are on the Chicago-Ottawa game. What do you think?
Tell me. Chicago-Ottawa?
Yeah.
Well,
is it the game of the night?
This is definitely that game. Well, one of the game of the night. This game is called 1-800.
1-800 gambler. Hell yeah.
But yeah, man. Well, this Blackhawks team doesn't generate a lot of 5-on-5. They score most of the goals on odd man rushes. Like on a turnovers, like Kaner when he goes with the Brinkant and Hagel. So they don't generate 5-on-5 a lot. They play good on power play and so on. And this Ottawa team, on the other side, they play some open hockey now, last games. So I think, it should hit over in this spot. Well, it's 5.5. I think it should go over, but I don't have any bets on this game. So I can just tell my lean, which is over, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. Melissa, Blackhawks and the Sens. What do you think here?
I kind of lean Blackhawks here, which I hate to say it. But if I were to back the Blackhawks, I'd have to back them more at plus money than laying $1.10. I do actually agree with Vito. Nick, I'm on a different side here. I like the over. I think the Blackhawks are playing with confidence and they are generating more scoring chances. you got a team that's been crushing overs recently, and you have a team that's been crushing unders recently. Ottawa did get to the over last game against the Kraken. We saw that game was like 3-0 going into the third, and all the under people thought they were going to hit, and then it goes 4-3 finish. I do think that the Blackhawks will come out strong. They're playing with confidence, and I think that they're going to generate at least 4 goals here tonight. I see a 4-2 finish. I like the over. I like the Blackhawks to win. I like Dylan Strome to get a point. I'm going to keep riding that out. And I probably will kill myself later.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can tell,
Okay.
me and Melissa aren't really the biggest of
I hate the Blackhawks, but I like backing these teams that are on the road and that are playing with confidence. So we shall see.
All right.
But the money line is not an official play. That's just a lean. My official play is going to be Strome point and on over 5.5.
All right. All right, we'll go right into the next game here. Detroit plus 260 is in Calgary, minus 320, a total of 6.5 in this game. Detroit, 1 win, 5 losses, 1 overtime loss, 6 over, 1 under in their last 7 games. Calgary, 5-1-1 in their last 7, 4 over, 2 under, 1 landed on 6. The Flames, obviously a much better home record than Detroit. 5-0-0 in their last 5 at home versus Detroit. 2 over, 2 under, 1 landed on 6. 2 out of 5 went up to overtime. And both of these teams have gone to overtime in 2 out of their last 7. I would not be shocked if we saw an overtime game in this, but I'm not. I didn't play anything in this game for single bets, but I do have Calgary as the third leg in my parlay. I think the Flames win this game, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it could possibly be a close game. Nick, what do you think here? Red Wings and Flames.
Yeah, this is a weird spot here for the Flames. They had the Tampa Bay Lightning in their last game, and then tomorrow they face the Avs. I will have a play on the Flames tomorrow. That is one thing I am going to be betting. But I was looking a little bit at Detroit in this matchup, actually. At the very least, I wanted to back them at 2.5, which yesterday I was around minus 120. And then when I looked to bet it today, that was around minus 165. I was like, nope, not that anymore. Unfortunately, that line just moved way too much for my liking. It's 165 for plus 2.5. Don't usually like taking huge underdogs and turning them into that big of favorites. I'm okay with laying minus 130, minus 135 on a 2.5, but not minus 160, minus 165. I would lean towards Detroit money line plus 260 in this spot. Potential look ahead game for Calgary, but once again, I didn't get involved in this game.
All right, Melissa, Wings and Flames. What do you think here?
Wings are over machines. They've hit 7 of the last 8 overs. I do like the over at 6.5. I don't like. I wish it was a 6. To be honest, just because you can never trust the Wings to get it. A 3-3 potential here. The way I played this game is I did a combo play. I did a Flames money line plus over 5.5, and I got that right at minus 105. So decent look. Yes, it is a little safer getting the 5.5. I think that Wings will get some goals, but their problem is they have no defense and they have no goaltending, and I don't trust them to beat this red hot team. But I'm also not going to lay Flames on the puck line right now at, I think it was minus 120 maybe. So playing a little safer, just a smaller play for me.
All right, Vito, Wings and Flames. What do you think here?
So who we got in the net for Flames?
Nobody was confirmed the last time I checked.
Nobody's confirmed yet, right?
Yeah, it's projected Grace first
Okay.
motion, but that's just projected.
Can you hear me well?
Yep.
Okay, well, I think Flames play Avs tomorrow, and this game is just no value here, Of course, I want to play Flames, but there is no number I can adjust, So I'll just skip this game. I mean, as Melissa said, this Red Wings team, yeah, they can score the goals. I mean, if they didn't score like one game more than one, it doesn't matter. They cannot score goals anymore. I still think that, well, they're missing Fabry now. That's the only case. But they're still like this Larkin, Raymond, they can score. So if this Calgary team plays like it's a practice, I think the game can go over. Because, if Red Wings can get 2 goals, then Flames will get 4 goals. So basically then it goes over. So it depends, how many goals can Red Wings get. If Red Wings can get 2, it definitely goes over. So I guess the only value I can see here is, I guess, over. But I don't have any wagers on this game, though.
All right. We'll go on to the next one here. Seattle Kraken plus 105 are in Montreal, minus 125. A total of 6 in this game. Seattle 1-9-2 in their last 12 games, 10 overs, 4 under. Montreal 7-2 in their last 9, 6 over, 4 under. The Kraken 7-20-3 on the road. Montreal 8-17-1 at home. Both teams have very bad goals for, goals against, power play, penalty kill stats. Grubauer versus Montembeault, both have pretty bad stats. Just reading off the stats here. Obviously, I make the stats, so I look at them, but I don't really read them off like I just did until the show. I just kind of talked myself onto the over, so I'm going to be adding that in. But for my play in this game, Montreal money line minus. I got it at minus 120. Montreal is playing so well right now. They're going to be at home here versus the Kraken, who seem to have given up. Maybe 1 win in their last 12 games. Either they've given up, they've lost confidence, or what. But this is a hot Montreal team, and Montreal is the 4th and final leg in my 4-team parlay. The first leg, which I didn't mention, is Carolina, which is in play right now. I'm not sure the score because
1-1 into the
1-1.
second.
1-1. All right. Well, hopefully Carolina gets the win there. Nick, Kraken, and Montreal. What do you think here?
Yeah. I've been back in this Kraken team the last few days, hoping they get off the schneid. I thought that taking them at plus money against the Senators was a decent spot. I thought maybe taking a shot with them against Toronto. Full capacity. Whoa.
Is that true? Wow.
If that's true, that's going to be interesting. But why do I have a feeling now that I'm turning around and fading this Kraken team? Tonight's when they're going to steal coin. Like, I don't know why. This is going to be the night they steal coin because I'm going to be betting against them. I'm on the Habs. I'm on the Habs money line. I got this yesterday at minus 107, so a nice little line movement there. I'm also on the team total over 3.5 here at plus 120 with the Montreal Canadiens. So I think that we see them take care of business in this one here. This, I believe, is the last game of a road trip for Seattle. So hopefully the Habs take care of business in this one, and Seattle doesn't try to steal coin tonight when I'm betting against them.
All right. Well, the fact that Montreal is going to have a full crowd, that just makes me like my bet even more. Melissa, Kraken against the Canadiens. What do you think here?
I kind of like Montreal in the first period now too, because of that. If you look at the Kraken, they've lost the first period in 4 of their last 5 games. So that might be a potential. It's about the same as the full game price. I think it's at minus 125 as well in some books, just to play it safer for the money line. If you do want to play the first period puck line, it is at plus 165. That might be a decent look too, which is kind of crazy to think that you would be getting that great of a price on the Habs right now against this struggling Kraken team. Similar to Nick, I did back the Kraken 2 games out of their road trip. Keep thinking that they were going to snap the streak. A safer play, if you don't think the Kraken are going to win this game, would be to look at their team total over 2.5. That has cashed with them with 2 of their last games here. I don't know. I hate, for some reason, like Terry, you always joke because we always have this thing that Kraken steal coins, yet they really only steal coins when you bet on them. So are they finally going to get one here towards the last leg of their road trip? You'd have to think that they're going to get it together here. So I personally like the full game over. It's actually I would actually take it at 6.5 at it's at plus money at that rate. I'd rather lay that than versus the minus 120 because I do think that Kraken is going to help and get some goals. So over 6.5 would be my official play, and then just a lean towards the halves in the first period there.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll be adding the over. I don't know if I'll take over 6.5. I'll have to consider my options. But after the show's done, I'm going to be adding the over in this game because, yeah, I see goals now as well. Vito, Kraken, and Canadiens, what do you think here?
I made my bet yesterday, and or today morning, I don't remember. Anyways, the Kraken been on the road for a long time. This is the last game on the road. They look like they are in the game like every game, but they somehow managed to lose because I feel like they don't have this finishing touch, the rage which you have to have in the end to win the games because they're kind of new team. So even now it feels like they're tanking the season just because to get a draft pick. So yeah, I think the Kraken definitely are getting their goals in this full with full crowd. I mean, and Canadians also will get goals. And my play is over 6 here.
All right, I like it. Let's get some goals there. We'll go on to the third last game, and then I'll let Vito go over the couple you missed at the end. The Rangers, plus 120, are in Dallas, minus 140. Total 5.5 in this game. Rangers, 3-4 in their last 7. 4 over, 3 under. No overtime. Dallas, 5-1-1 in their last 7. 3 over, 3 under. 1 landed on 6. 3 of 7 went to overtime. The Rangers 3-2 in their last 5 trips to Dallas. In the last 8 meetings, 1 game has gone over 5.5, 7 under. So this has been a heavy under series. Rangers 2.71 goals for on the road, 22nd in the league. Dallas scores more at home here. Pretty even goals against. Pretty decent even power special teams. Shesterkin 27-7-3, 939 save percentage, 2.02 goals a game. Versus Jake Ottinger, 19-7-1, 922 save percentage, 2.30 goals per game. These are 2 great goalies. Shesterkin is coming off a couple rough games here. But I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm on the under 5.5. I'm also on Rangers team total under 2.5, which I got at minus 110. My prediction here, 4-1 Stars win. I think it's going to be 4-1. If it's 3-1 or 3-0 or something like that, I'd be much more appreciative because when you take an under, you don't really want it to go to 5 goals. But I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, and I think Dallas should get the win here. But as of now, I'm just on the under and Rangers team total under. Nick, what do you think here, Rangers and Stars?
Yeah, I did back the Rangers against the Wild. Or I had their team total against the Wild, and they didn't show up in that game. They didn't show up last game either. I think this is finally the time we should start seeing regression from this Rangers team that I've been predicting all season long. And this is the time where I think we're not seeing the best from Shesterkin. He got lit up against St. Louis. He didn't look good in his last game, and I think that we can continue to see that here. I don't think Dallas is going to put up too many goals, but I do see this as a lower scoring game. But I like Dallas to get the win in this one here at home. They've been playing a lot better. I'd probably look at Joe Pavelski prop. He just re-signed with Dallas for I want to say 1 or 2 more years. So look for him to get involved in scoring tonight. But I look for Dallas to take care of business in this one. I got the Stars at minus 130 in this game.
All right, Melissa, Rangers and Stars. What do you think?
Nick, do you know how much money is coming on the Rangers by any chance? Or if you can look that.
I can look that up on a live.
I'm just curious. Yeah, I like the Stars here. I don't know if I overly love the price. I just looked right now. It's minus 132. I like that a tad better than the minus 140. If you look at the Stars team, again, beginning of this season, they were very clutch at home, and I think they're starting to gain that momentum. Again, I just looked their last Saturday games. They've won the last 6 at home, which to me is pretty decent. I know that Nick always hates when I reference what day of the week it is and what teams are winning or whatnot. But
they got a 3-1 record on the 7th Thursday of each month, and when it's raining outside and the
10
degrees is in between.
unders on Fridays work. It's just weird. I don't know. I'm curious what Vito says because he used to play hockey, so he knows if he comes out more for a Sunday than a Tuesday.
Yeah, but I do see where the money is on this game. I'm seeing 53% of the tickets coming in on the Rangers, but 61% of the money is coming in on the Stars. So the bigger money bets and the bigger money bets are coming in on the Stars in this one here.
Yeah, that makes sense. I honestly, like when I see plus 120, I kind of feel like the public is going to fly to that just because, like you said,
especially with the Rangers,
they love the Rangers. So I just was curious to see where that's at. Nick always has good stats for that. Personally, I would only look Stars here. Again, I think that this is a situation where the book wants you to bet the Rangers, and the Stars are going to be the team. They're the better team. They're going to come out in front. The only thing that the Rangers might have the advantage is goaltending. But right now, our boy hasn't been doing so hot. So I'd only look at the Stars. But again, this is probably going to be a pass for me. And then from a prop standpoint, you probably want to look at Jason Robertson just because he's been killing it. When I fade the Stars, he tends to be one of my least favorite players.
Nice little laugh there, Vito. Vito, so Melissa's question earlier was, do players get up for, was it Saturday games?
Oh, I was just joking.
Yeah.
Like if he gets up for more day games versus night games, or
Yeah, of course it depends. Well, of course, yeah, but it very depends also for each individual. Someone likes to play day games, someone doesn't like to play. But someone needs this momentum from the crowd on Saturday night, like Saturday night in Canada. Hockey night in Canada. Like someone plays better on those nights. Obviously, yeah, that matters. But yeah, it's all situational. I mean, also when they take the practices, if we would follow every team, like when they actually have the practice and so on, who is on the free skate and so on, that would be much easier. Yeah, but about this game, the game Rangers and Stars. Yeah. Well, the Stars obviously, they're a hard team to beat at home. This game definitely seems to be very close. I can see this game being close, and the goalie's putting on a great performance. And yeah, this game definitely feels like being a close game. And the Stars, they don't generate a lot of chances 5-on-5 actually. They're not good 5-on-5, so that's why it's kind of hard to lay this price with them, because I'm not sure if they can beat Shostorkin. Because they don't generate a much. I mean that's true. Like only Robertson and Pavelski. I mean, this Seguin and Ben, those guys are not as they used to play. Radulov, he also doesn't play good anymore. So like a 2-2 game, it feels like. I think under is the play here, to be honest. But it's a 5.5, so don't like to take 5.5. So, but to pick a side, I could also actually pick Rangers, because just because I think like this game can actually end in tie, and then in overtime I get Shostorkin, so it can be my advantage. But I don't have any wagers on this game. But because of the price, I'm leaning Rangers. If it would be at the pick'em, I would go with the Stars.
Makes sense. I might be looking at the draw in this game as well. I may take the draw. I may add
I think the draw on any Stars game's a decent play.
Plus, because I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, I could easily see 1-1 or 2-2 here. We'll jump into the second last game of the night. The Kings are in this facing the Sharks in San Jose. Minus 135 for the Kings, plus 115 for the Sharks. A total of 5.5 in this game. I won't go into a long thing about the last game. I was in the Sharks in their last game in LA. Kings were coming off a long road trip. Now they're not. Now they're traveling to San Jose from LA. The Kings 3-2-1 in their last 6, 4 over, 2 under. 3 of 6 went to overtime. The Sharks 3-3-1 in their last 7, 3 over, 4 under. 3 out of 7 went to overtime. The Kings pretty good on the road this year, 18-7-5. The Sharks 13-13-3 at home. San Jose in their last 8 games at home versus LA, 6-1-1. They've had success against this Kings team for a while now. 2 over, 9 under, 2 landed on 6. The Kings have the advantage in goals for, goals against. Power play is a slight advantage for the Sharks, and penalty kill is a pretty big advantage for the Sharks. It's projected to be Peterson versus Hill in this game. I'm doing it. I'm on an island by myself. I know a lot of people are on the Kings tonight. I'm going back to the Sharks here versus a team they've had success against, plus 115. And I also have the draw plus 320. I see a close game here, and I think Sharks get the win again. Nick, Kings and Sharks, what do you think here?
Yeah, I'm going right back to the Kings in this matchup. I was on them the other night. It is what it is. You don't win them all, but yeah, I'm going to go right back to the Kings here. They're still the much better team. We haven't seen Aiden Hill in forever, so I feel like they're gonna light him up a little bit tonight. This is obviously a short-term revenge game as well, so everything actually points more towards the Kings in this game than it did last game. So I'm going to take the Kings here. I'm still deciding whether that's going to be in regulation or the puck line, to be completely honest, because I might look towards I haven't bet this game yet, but I'm definitely a strong lean towards the Kings. Plus 180 for their puck line. That's probably where I'm going to jump on tonight is Kings minus 1.5 at plus 180. Take a nice little shot with them here. I'd expect them to bounce back after a bad loss there where they had a 3-1 lead. They blew a lead, and I expect them to play a lot better in this game. So Kings probably on the puck line here for me.
All right. Melissa, Kings and Sharks, what do you think here?
Yeah, quite a different price we're seeing for this game than the last game. I think the Kings were laying minus 200, minus 210 in some spots. So pretty interesting to see just one win off of the Sharks just changes that line completely. I'm with Nick here. I think, with similar situation, we saw the Kings get just absolutely annihilated by the Bruins earlier, and then they come back in Boston and they go and beat them 3-2 in overtime. I think it's a similar situational spot for them. I do not like Hill and net. I don't like backing goalies that have been on a long wait period, especially coming back from an injury. I'm going to actually play this in regulation. I'm not going to lay the juice on the money line. So I think the regulation is like plus
110.
Yeah. So I like that a lot better. I also wouldn't talk you out of Kings team total over 3.5. Let's see that. Actually, you can get them at over 3 at minus 125 even, or 3.5 at plus 130. So either one of those. I just think that this spot screams for the Kings. And, if the Sharks do continue to win, I think, what if they won 7 against the Kings? Or as an underdog or something crazy you were telling me, Terry, on this team, maybe.
Yeah, no, they just beat them. They just
Yeah.
beat them all the time. Like they just beat them a lot. They have
Yeah,
6
so if I were to lay with the Sharks, I'd probably want to have a better price, similar to what it was the first game, plus 115 with a backup goalie. I'm going to probably root for the fave here. So give me the Kings in regulation. I also lean over 5.5 as well, but not an official play. I was mad at myself for not playing the over 5.5 last game. I think that was the ultimate play, but sometimes you get that flip a switch where we might see a 3-2 finish here and the over misses. So I'm just going to play it safer with Kings and reg.
All right. Vito, Kings and Sharks. What do you think here?
Well, nothing much to add here because I took Kings in reg yesterday at plus 120. So yeah, that's my play. Revenge start. Kings are a better team. They beat Sharks last time as well in expected goals. 5-on-5 on the 5-on-5 they beat Sharks in expected goals in that first game. And actually that was a tough game for Kings since they were back first game back from the road trip. So and they played even better than Sharks anyways. So I think this here Kings beat Sharks because I mean first two meetings Sharks have beaten right Kings. So I don't see like Kings winning this series like for nothing or anything. I think Kings win today for sure. It's a revenge spot. Everything leads me to Kings. I'm taking Kings in regulation, and that's it. Yeah, nothing much to add because everybody already said everything here.
All right, perfect. And the first couple games we went over were Ducks and Devils, and Yotes and Boston. If you want to give a brief your thoughts there, and then we'll get to best bets and dog of the day.
You got one more game. The Oilers.
Oh yeah, Lightning and Edmonton. Oh yeah, oops,
Oh,
sorry. I almost forgot about the Lightning and Edmonton. How could I possibly do that? Minus 135 here for the Lightning, plus 115 for the Oilers. Total 6.5. Tampa Bay 2-3 in their last 5, pretty even on the totals. Edmonton 2-3-1 in their last 6, again 3-3 for the totals. Tampa 18-9-2 on the road. Edmonton 15-12-0 at home. The Oilers 6-2 in their last 8 at home versus Tampa, 5 over, 3 under. Lightning have the edge here, goals for, slight advantage goals against. Edmonton has a better power play. Neither team has a good penalty kill, but the Oilers have the worst penalty kill in the league. When I typed this out earlier, I'm thinking, okay, should I be hitting a Kucherov power play point? I think this should be a high scoring game, so I might look to add some power play props for the Lightning if they're at a good price. But for me, I stayed off this game for now. It is Brian Elliott versus Koskinen. Elliott actually has the better numbers, slight better save percentage, and half a goal difference in goals against. But Elliott hasn't played too much. This one was tough for me, so I just passed. Nick, what do you think? Lightning and Oilers.
Yeah, this game kind of pissed me off because I was looking at this game last night and I was going to bet the Oilers. I was looking at the Oilers plus 145. I was looking at their team total. And then I turned around to go bet it today, and they announced Brian Elliott's in net, and now I'm only getting plus 110, plus 115 with the Oilers. I want nothing to do with this game now. That was very frustrating to see. I like the side, and the line moved that much. That was a 35-cent line movement. At this point, it's Lightning or nothing at minus 130 with them. That's why I like the Oilers because they were plus 145, and I usually like them at a decent size underdog price. But now that now it's minus 130 with the Lightning, it's bolts or nothing. I just passed on this game in general.
All right, Melissa, Lightning and Oilers. What do you think here?
Well, I will not be betting the Oilers in regulation because they screwed me in 0.8 seconds the other night, and I've never been so mad. I've lost a bet in my life. I agree with Nick. I was looking at the Oilers earlier, and looking at a Tampa Bay team. I watched them the other night against the Flames, and team they weren't able to score many goals. And they just kind of looked tired towards the end of that third period, and then we saw the Flames just light them up. I don't want to back them right now. If anything, I would only look at the Oilers. But again, similar to what Nick said, a 30-cent price adjustment just because of Elliott is kind of a bit drastic, in my opinion. I think that he still had some good games, but obviously we saw some money probably coming in on the Oilers. So for me, it's going to be a pass. I don't want to get involved in this game. I did see an interesting stat, though, earlier. Every time the Oilers have scored first this season, I think they said it was like they were 16-0 or 17-0. I saw on the ticker that was coming by an NHL network earlier, and I did not know that. So very interesting because I know a lot of people fade the Oilers to get scored on first. But obviously, if they do get a head start into the game, they clearly are finishing it. So kind of an interesting stat.
Yeah, they have had a lot of success when they score first. Vito, Lightning and Oilers. What do you think here?
Yeah, well, are the goalies confirmed, man? Is it Vasilevsky? Because they are on the back-to-back.
No, it's
Elliott.
Elliott versus Koskinen.
Yeah, man. So I think it's a pretty easy bet here. I think I would go with Tampa over 3.5 goals in this game. Because, Tampa of a loss, 2 losses. I think they will play good offensively. Not sure how good will be Elliott. Game might end 4-4 to be honest. So yeah, give me Tampa over 3.5 goals again.
Awesome. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about like if there's going to be offense, I was kind of thinking about Tampa, but I didn't pull the trigger. Vito, Ducks and Devils. I know you're against me here. What do you think?
Over. I'm an over here, over six goals, and I think you can take like the team, take a small sprinkle on Devils team total over as well, maybe. Ducks are beaten up, man. Short. No, they're missing many players. Is Zegers playing?
Yes.
All right, we have Zegers in lineup, so maybe he gets like 1 point here because these both teams, Hughes against Zegers, guys, you can expect goals here. I think few young talents, a lot of it for free ice for them. They love to score goals. They don't love to play defense. So yeah, 5-3 Devils.
All right, and Yotes in Boston.
Man, this Yotes team been scoring a lot of goals, but that was against Sens, Red Wings, and Leafs. And Leafs, that's not like a defense team. I think teams actually like to play against Leafs. That's the teams where they can score the point. Players. So Bruins is better defensively, that's for sure. Well, not defense. Actually, also Bruins, they're getting back Grizzly, but guys like Brendan Carlo, they're not good defense. So yeah, Bruins has their own problems here in defense. But I think the Coyotes will have a harder time against Bruins than all 3 games before. So not sure if they're gonna have like 3 or 4 goals here. So I can see Bruins keeping them to low scoring and grabbing this victory like, I don't know, 4-1. So I don't have any wagers on this game, guys. Can't really. So I just stayed away. I don't like these Yotes anyway. I know they've been scoring and everything, but this is gonna be. Yeah, we're gonna see how it ends, guys. So don't have any place on this game.
All right, we'll go on to the segments here. First up is Dog of the Day. And for me, no Dog of the Day. I'm staying off Dog of the Day today. Nothing that I liked. Nick, you have a dog. What is it?
Oh yeah, it's a dog, and I think it's the biggest dog of the day. It's the Arizona Coyotes plus 305 against the Boston Bruins.
All right. Andy sent in his dog. He does have a dog of the day today. It is Edmonton.
Yep.
Occupancy sent in his. He's also on Edmonton. And Tim is on the Anaheim Ducks. Melissa, do you have the dog of the day today?
My dog of the day would have been the Flyers, but I feel like it's cheating now because it's only 1-1. But that would have – I was leaning the reverse puck line on that too, as I mentioned in the chat earlier today. Oh, gosh. Dog of the day. There's always going to be one. And usually I add one to my card, and I don't like how I don't have one tonight. But I hate to say it, but I'm going to do the Blackhawks.
You're going to do it?
No,
okay, it's totally optional.
So.
Yeah.
I hate myself. I love pain.
Hey, if you think they're going to win.
Pain and Kane.
Yes, Pain and Kane.
Vito, are you going to pull the trigger on the Hawks too?
Yes, man. I go with Pain and Kane.
All right. And then next up is over or under. Let me bring it up here. And for me, I'm taking it. I'm going under 5.5 in the Rangers and Dallas game. Nick?
Over 6, Seattle and Montreal.
Andy sent in his. Detroit, Calgary over 6.5. Nathan sent in his. Seattle, Montreal over 6. Occupancy sent in his. Detroit, Calgary over 6.5. And Tim put in his. Arizona and Boston over 6. Melissa, is there a total that you like tonight?
Yeah, give me the Blackhawks over 5.5.
All right, Chicago and Ottawa over 5.5. And Vito, is there a total you like tonight?
Give me Rangers Stars under 5.5.
I like it. I like it. All right, and that is it for over or under here. And the final segment is best bets, best parlay pieces. I've had the standings up here for a while now.
I'm on 3 in a row.
Yeah, Melissa, you've been on fire. Vito took over first place. Oh, did I not? Oh, I didn't update yesterday's standings.
No, he beat me, man. It's all cool. You updated it correctly.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes, he did beat you. Yeah, sorry. But today, he's not on the show, so you can beat him. That's what I meant to say. So best bets, best parlay pieces. Let me scroll down here. Up here, for me, I'm doing it. I'm going Montreal money line as my best bet. I can't believe I'm saying that. Nick?
Yeah, go big or go home. Scared money don't make money. Best bet of the day, Arizona Coyotes on the money line. Plus 305.
Wow.
All right. Andy sent in his. He's going Los Angeles money line.
Love it.
Nathan put in his Arizona plus 2.5. Occupancy is
Still
also
below 150.
That
That was 180 last time I checked it. Yeah.
Yeah, he typed that. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he typed that during the earlier.
I was gonna say if it's 135, I'll bet that now, and I'll put that as my best.
What is it now?
It's like minus 180.
Okay, so it can't really be a best bet anymore.
He's in the chat, or he was. Maybe he'll type in something.
Let me go to the chat here. Is he there? I don't see him right now. Unfortunately, his best bet will not be able to count because the odds are changed there. Occupancy is LA and Reg, and Tim is on Montreal money line. Melissa, what do you think
Devils
of her best bet?
Devils and Rag.
Oh, Devils and Reg?
Yep. Sorry.
Okay. No problem. Sorry, I didn't hear you. New Jersey and Reg. And do you have odds for that right now, or?
I can tell you what I grabbed.
Right now, in my book, it is minus or plus 105.
You got it better than me. I got it plus 102. So give me plus 105.
All right, plus 105. And Vito, do you have a best bet?
I guess I have. Give me that Kraken Canadians over 6.
Seattle and Montreal over 6.
It's amazing how many people have that as how many people are targeting that game for their best bets and everything, and it's a complete bum fight.
Give me parlay piece. New Jersey Devils over 2.5.
Oh, I was thinking of doing that, but I'll just do the Devils money line then. I'm all Devils tonight. Just like last night, I was all Penguins. Now I'm all Devils.
And New Jersey money line?
Yes, please.
All right. That is the show. I feel bad about Nathan's best bet, but there's nothing I can do about it right now.
He's brunching. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. It is what it is. There is the rule about minus 150 or better. So that is the rule. That is everything. If you want to find the spreadsheet, the link is in the description of this video. If you want to find Melissa, Vito, or Nick, or myself, our links are also in the video, or they will be when the video is done here. Everyone smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Best of luck on this Saturday night, and we will see you on Monday for another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. Best of luck tonight, everybody. See ya.